Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. Gorilla Monsoon with Pat McAfee and Booker T. And today on NXT, we're going to talk about what we saw happen yesterday on Monday Night Raw. Santos Escobar is hoping to get even on Sonya Deville for a slight that happened to him yesterday on Monday Night Raw, Gorilla Monsoon says. And guess what? Who's back again on play-by-play with you again? Me, Pat McAfee. You know, a lot of folks out there aren't buying that I'm good now. You know? Well, we'll see how we'll give you a seat, Gorilla Monsoon says, and see how you behave, Pat. You know? Telling you right now, we really can't trust him, Booker T says. He could shift heel on us again, you know. Well, Booker T, everyone needs to have a two-if luck, you know. Folks make mistakes, Gorilla Monsoon says. So at the end of the day, I will, you know. At the end of the day, Gorilla Monsoon says, I will get Pat McAfee another chance. Another luck, I mean to say. Would you stop? Yesterday, I am getting sick and tired of the sheriff of the toy wrestling gathering, Steve Austin, going around, throwing his weight around and saying that he's the sheriff. He's going to book me in matches. Well, guess what, Steve Austin? I'm done playing that game with you. And I'm going to get even on you. I'm going to bring it up to the four-setter and head leadership wicker of the toy wrestling gathering, Astronema, and you're going to be gone. And let me tell you something. I will not get to deal with you ever again here in the toy wrestling gathering. Boo! You frightened me. Oh, now you kicked me between the legs yesterday, Sonya Deville, in our match on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw. In your mind, where you thought you were going to get away with that, well, I'm here to tell you that's not going to happen. You're not going to get away with it at all. Look, I don't have a bind with you, Santos Escobar, but if you want to make a bind out of it, then by all means we can. But at the end of the day, you're going to lose, Santos Escobar, because I'm the main wicker of the toy wrestling gathering. Yeah, you want to say that. You want to say that that you think you're the greatest out there, but you're not. You want to hit me from behind? Well, we say that I'm going to make you fight. I'm going to put you in a bind, Santos Escobar. And you're not going to like it. You're going to be fighting Big Mummy Cole. Oh! And we just saw, that's Raquel Gonzalez. She just took down Santos Escobar. And guess what? Today you're going to see Raquel Gonzalez take on Santos Escobar here today on NXT. Well, we just heard from Sonya Deville, and we tell you something, Gorilla Monsoon says, that's sad. You know, she said you didn't have a bind with him, but here we are, Gorilla Monsoon says. It seems she's got a bind with him. Ding ding. Well, Booker T said, that's what you get when you stand up to Sonya Deville. You get taken down. And a choke slam again. And Santos Escobar, got choke slammed it. And now Raquel Gonzalez taking out Santos Escobar. And he never stood a luck after he got struck from behind, Gorilla Monsoon says. Sonya Deville is throwing her weight around as the main wicker of the toy wrestling gathering, Gorilla Monsoon says. Now the Fight Lords fell over now. Yeah, well, Raquel Gonzalez is going to make Santos Escobar wish that he never did anything to anyone, It looks like this match is going to be over, sadly, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yeah, Booker T said the match ended as soon as it started. Raquel Gonzalez just too much for Santos Escobar. 1, 2, 3. Here is your winner, Raquel Gonzalez. So Raquel Gonzalez has beat Santos Escobar here today on NXT, Gorilla Monsoon says. And sadly, he never stood a luck, He never stood a luck, Gorilla Monsoon says. And that's the sad thing, Gorilla Monsoon said. Yes, it is, Pat McAfee says. Sonya Deville's throwing her weight around, and the sheriff of the toy wrestling gathering, Steve Austin's the only one to stop it from happening. Alright, take it away. Renee, stand up! Renee Young, stand up! Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. I'm going to be talking with Sonya Deville here today on NXT. Alright, Sonya Deville. It's saying stand up! Stand up! It seems to me, Sonya Deville, that you seem to have a lot of bind here. With who? Santos Escobar? Yeah, I sent Raquel Gonzalez after him because he was in my business. So we can say now that you got a bind with Santos Escobar? You can say whatever you want to say, Renee Young. I am the main wicker of the toy wrestling gathering. And I will, get on look here in the toy wrestling gathering. It will happen. And Santos Escobar is like these other folks, like Roman Reigns, like Cody Rhodes, folks that don't want to give me any on look. But they're going to learn on look me. Maybe you're misleading on look with fear. That's what I think, Sonya Deville. At the end of the day, who cares if I'm misleading on look with fear? In my eyes, Renee Young, they're all the same. Fear, on look, all of them are the same. Stand up! Well, that's my talk with Sonya Deville. The main wicker at the toy wrestling gathering. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with Sonya Deville here today on NXT. And that's all the time we got here for NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, with Pat McAfee and Booker T. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for a Dynamite or Mike.